We'll actually go to Dasen now. It seems there's a there are more developments around that story where there's a hostage that there were a number of people that were being held captive in Sundumbili near the north coast of KwaZulu-Natal. They've since been released. A hostage negotiator and police are on the scene. Heavily armed thieves attempted to rob the store. Our senior reporter Dasen Thathiah is on that story and joins us now. Dasen, what is the latest coming from this hostage story?
Okay. Let me start here and I'll show you what's going on behind me. From what I can see at this point, it appears that that search is being wrapped up, which points to the suspicion that police had earlier that the armed robbers that were inside may have exited through another door. I'm waiting for that confirmation. We should be able to get that as soon as everyone has wrapped up inside this building, but those seem to be the early indications at this point. So it would now be up to the other members that are on the ground to try and locate those suspects if they can and if it's not too late. So we'll bring you those details as soon as we have a confirmation about whether this search has been officially wrapped up. What I want to do now is just bring in some of the background details to how this happened. I was speaking earlier to a gentleman from IPSS Security, Pumlani Vezi. He's with me now again. And Pumlani, we didn't get an opportunity to finish our conversation earlier, but what I wanted to take you back to was you being one of the first responders here. What is it that we know about exactly how it happened? How did these armed robbers turn this into a hostage situation? Talk to me about those details that you received as soon as you got here.
Thanks, Dasen. What happened, the information I received early this morning is that the boxer staff was coming to open the shop. By the time they were ready, they were about to open the shop, the suspects were already there. And they just held them. And they took them, all of them, inside the shop and demanded some cash that was kept inside the shop. According to information that we have, looked like they were aware that there were a lot of cash that was left inside the shop, since there was going to be a pension payout today. So they held the manager. They demanded the safe keys, which we believe they failed to get it, and they started to assault the staff, boxer staff that was inside the shop, demanding them they must identify and point where exactly the cash was. From the beginning, the time when they were taking the staff, some other staff were still outside. They were able to run away and ask for help.
And that's how it came to be. And I'll tell you why I'm asking you this question is because we also heard information that there was a getaway car that was outside on this road where we are standing now. I'm trying to just understand through the questions that I'm asking you if there may have been an intention for these armed robbers to come in and try to leave. What are your sources telling you? What information did you receive? And can you confirm that presence of a getaway car that was outside here?
It is true. It is true. The vehicle was parked just before you get into the shop. It was facing down this side in eNCA Road. Although at the moment we can't confirm what type of the vehicle it was because we saw it on camera. But according to the darkness, you can't really identify what's make of a vehicle. We can only confirm it was the vehicle that was waiting. And when we view some footages, we can see them jumping off the vehicle and walking toward the shop.
No, that's fine. I also just want to quickly bring in some context here. What is the nature of crime in this area? Is this an unusual occurrence in Sundumbili? Is this something that you, as security officials, respond to frequently? Just explain to us what we are dealing with in Sundumbili.
There are some, in numerous occasions where we had some armed robberies, hijackings, but a situation like this, it's first time in my life here in Mandeni to experience where the suspects held staff and hostage. It's a first experience in my life. I haven't seen it before, especially here in Mandeni. I can confirm this is the first experience that I'm facing. Although we have dealt with a lot of different crimes, like I've mentioned, armed robberies, hijackings, and petty theft. But this kind of scene, it's a new experience on us.
Sure. Thank you so much for your time, Phumlani. I appreciate that. And Fundo, as we had mentioned earlier, there were a total of 10 people that were taken out. So as soon as we get that confirmation from police, we are waiting for that. They will be able to tell us whether that search here has officially come to an end. But that doesn't mean that the police work has come to an end, because we did also notice that crime scene investigators were on the scene. They would also have to try and gather as much information as they can from inside, because it was confirmed that the suspects were there. The K9 unit was also here a little bit earlier. So it seems like the investigations on the scene will continue at least for the next few hours, even if those suspects had made their way out.
All right, Dasen, we'll leave it there for now. That's eNCA senior reporter Dasen Thathiah.